Hi, Taurus. This is your reading for the time period of October 14th to the 31st, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're just visiting, welcome to Amani's Lightwork, okay? I do have a section on my channel called Keys to Akasha, and there I do cover news stories. I cover celebrity passings, cases, missing persons reports, etc. So that are totally based on channeling and interpretation like these general readings are. So I always try to let people be aware of that. And totally up for debate. But just make sure that if you do comment on those readings, just make sure that they are PG commentary and not disrespectful. Okay. So let's see what energies are coming through for you for the rest of the month. If you do have an inquiry about that, please email me at ifadivination777@gmail.com or send me a direct message in my IG at AmaniIfe777. All right. So let's Taurus. Because I saw them, so it could be I saw them. It could be like you went to work with your coworkers and you saw them outside at a restaurant. You went to work with your coworkers and you saw them outside at at a restaurant, or you just saw them. But I wasn't invited, so when I said that is I wasn't invited. So literally the spirit agreed with the example. That was just a damn example, but the spirit agreed that it doesn't even have to be a restaurant. It's just an outing. If it's not a restaurant, then it's just an outing. Did you not invite someone to an outing? Were you not invited to an outing? It just depends on what's going on. But I keep feeling that feeling I saw them. So this could be a situation here where you may not have went out with your coworkers, but you may have seen them do something really interesting that they don't. You may have seen coworkers do something really interesting that they don't do when you are in their presence. So this depends on what's going on. It could be a drug that a coworker. I had Aquarius. It could be a drug that somebody does that they don't do when you're around. Do you do something really? Do you do something really interesting when you're not around certain people? It just depends on what's going on. Okay. These are Connolly Tarot cards. You know these because these are the ones that I clarify every reading that I do with, but I'm using them this time around for these general ones. Or probably only some of the zodiac signs, probably not all. I'll see how I feel. All right, let's see. Okay, so there's your energy there, and that of it could also be a Virgo male, could also be a Capricorn male, it could be also another Taurus male. It just depends on what's going on. But this energy, for the most part, would be you, or that of the external earth sign energies that are male. If you're a female cousin, if you're a female, this energy could also be. They smoke. This energy, if you're a female, this energy is a cousin that smokes. So something may be surprising about a cousin that smokes, and you may not have known that. Or you are that person that smokes, coworkers don't know. You are that person that smokes, but your coworkers don't know. This could be a situation here where, or they could be a coworker that does. I get lazy. They could be a lazy coworker. It's a Capricorn male. It's a Taurus male. It's a Virgo male. Lazy. Someone's really lazy about external or sign elements that are males. So whether it's family, whether it's workplace, whether it's like a friend groups, they're lazy. When I ran through all those examples, someone's just really lazy about them, or it's you that somebody has that kind of thought. It just depends on what's going on. If you're showing up here like a guy, if you're a female, but I work hard. If you're showing up here like a guy, I work hard. You're trying to say, I work hard, or you do or you don't. It just depends. But somebody thinks otherwise. So when I say you do or you don't, a Capricorn male external, a Taurus, Virgo, those elements, those males external they may think otherwise. But if you're a female, you could have that kind of, they work hard. If you're a female, you think that you think that these external or sign that are male, you think, but more so Taurus, you think an external or sign that's a male, that's also a Taurus, you consider them to be working hard. It just depends on what's going on, or if something's going on where, like, from the beginning, they could be one of these elements, or a few of these elements could be the coworkers that you saw do smoke weed. You may have seen them smoke weed, and you may not have been invited to that smoking situation. It just depends on what's going on. But I was also getting Aquarius, so you could be that person that saw an Aquarian do something there. But I was getting drugs with that element in addition to weed. So when I said Aquarius, the Aquarian does drug in addition to weed, or in addition to drug, they also do weed. It just depends on what's going on. So it could be a Capricorn male that does that, or a Virgo, whatever it is, or it's you, or you're finding out about a family member or a coworker. It just depends on what's going on there, whether you're male or female, or someone's lazy or not lazy about those people. The Ace of Pentacles, or some of them work hard. The Ace of Pentacles energy is in the starting point here. All right. So, but need to look for a new job. So the Ace of Pentacles is, you're like, I need to look for a new, but they do. So looking for a new job, they do. So the King of Pentacles external may need to look for a new job. It could be a Capricorn male, Virgo male, but that's why they left, or that's why they're not somewhere. So those energies external. So Virgo male, Capricorn male, or whichever earth sign energy that's a male got a job offer. Those males, they got a job offer. Whatever setting you are in with them already, got a job offer. So whatever setting you are with them already, they got a job offer. They could be your love partner, friend. They could be your love partner, or they could be a friend, but they may have gotten a job offer, or you are that person that may have gotten a. I keep looking. You are that person that got a job offer, but I keep looking. So the Ace, you're gonna get. So if you're looking for a position, you're going to get it. But I guess something about drug testing and like that needing to pee in a cup and those kind of things, fearing that. So when I said that could be something that you're fearing, or that could be something that one of these elements, but told them to stop doing something. That could be something that one of these elements is fearing, that are one of these external King of Pentacles energies. That could be something that they're fearing. But the only reason why they're fearing it is because they wouldn't stop. Is because they didn't stop smoking, or they wouldn't stop smoking, but addicted. So when I said that, they're addicted. Capricorn male, Taurus, you are that Taurus energy that's a male or female addicted. You could be addicted to someone in the workplace, or someone's going on with an addiction that one of those elements have, getting drug tested. They have an addiction to some type of drug, and you're finding out, or you're realizing that they're going to get tested, or you yourself could be in that same boat as them. But we work in the same place. You work in the same place. You live or work in the same place as a Capricorn or Virgo male. You work in the same, and external Taurus as well. You work or you house in the same situation as them. I keep getting drug tested, but they're getting drug tested with the Ace of Pentacles. But what did they do? So when I said that, what did those elements do? Is somebody trying to figure out what you did? But I wasn't smoking with them. So when I said that, I wasn't smoking with them. This could be a situation here where the King of Pentacles, if it's not only you, the King of co-workers, those elements are co-workers. And in addition to the Aquarian, I was also picking up the Aquarian. Something is going on with them. Something is going on with the Aquarian energy separately, getting drug tested. Something's going on with the Aquarian energy separately. They're getting drug tested. But something's going on with the external King of Pentacles energy that I wasn't with them. Every time I say external King of Pentacles, I wasn't with them. I wasn't with a Taurus. I wasn't with when they did something. I wasn't with a Taurus. I wasn't with a Virgo or Capricorn male when they did something. But where is the Aquarian? So when I said that, where is the Aquarian energy? So the Aquarian energy knew something was going to happen. The Aquarian energy may have known that something was going to happen. So they may be leaving really on time, in a timely way from a workplace. They may be leaving in a really in a really timely fashion from a home environment. They did something. Leaving in a really timely fashion from a home environment, they did something. That's why Ace of Pentacles energy, but interfere with my job. So if it's an Aquarian, they interfere with your job. Like somehow they interfere with your job, or they interfere with your job or a Virgo's job, but that's why they're not somewhere. They interfered with your job, or a Virgo or Capricorn energy male job. They interfere with their jobs. That's why they're not somewhere. But what do they do? So you may want to know what the Aquarian did. Those elements external may have interfered with their own job status because of some type of behavior. I keep getting the Aquarian though. They may have interfered with their own job status, but it's because of it that they were smoking. It's because of an Aquarian that they were smoking. In a home environment, in a workplace, it just depends. Or the Aquarian could have ratted them out. The Aquarian could have ratted out a Capricorn male. Or did the Aquarian rat you out? Did they rat out a Virgo male? It just depends in whatever setting this is, a home environment or in a workplace. And the Ace of looking for a new job. The Ace of Pentacles, someone's really unorganized. So something is really unorganized about a job that you're in with Aquarian, with external Capricorn, with Capricorn male energy, with Virgo male, or someone's really I almost said organized. Someone could be organized, yes, but they smoke. Somebody may keep something really organized somewhere, but they do drugs or they smoke. And it could be the Aquarian or it's the Virgo or whatever. But the Ace of Pentacles is the feeling that you may want those energies back, but not the Aquarian. So when I said that you may not want the Aquarian energy back, but they're gone or they're vacationing, needed to go. So when I said they're gone or they're vacationing, you deem them to. You have this feeling here where they needed to go. That's why the Ace of Pentacles could be shown up. The Ace of Pentacles could be shown up as their energy, or it's the external King of Pentacles energy that was involved with them. It's an external King of Pentacles energy that was involved with the Aquarian. And something may have went on, something may have went down, but those elements ratting out each other, that's why it disappeared from the scene. So when I said that, that's why it disappeared from the scene. If it's nothing going on with catching people I'm also getting some about Molly also, but finding out they do that. So the Aquarian, you could be finding out those elements do those drugs. You know, you could be finding out those. I don't know. I don't feel like I don't know if you do those kind of things, but just weed. And when I said I don't know if you do those kind of things, just do weed or cigarettes, but somebody that you're surrounded by does Molly and Coke. Aquarian, the Aquarian energy does those things. The Aquarian, but asked to leave. So when I said them doing those things, they were asked, but started acting really oddly or erratically. So they started acting really oddly or erratically in a workplace that you work in with them, or it's a home environment. But that's why I left. It's a home environment, and you're like, that's why I left, or that's why they were asked to leave by a Sag. That's why they were asked to leave by a Sag. But heavy drugs. So they do heavy. Okay, the heavy drugs. The heavy drugs with the Aquarian is act erratically. The heavy drugs with the Aquarian is that they act erratically. Like they may act making somebody in a house uncomfortable. They may be acting erratically to the point where they may have made a Virgo. They may have made you. They may have made Capricorn. They may have made those elements act. They may have made those elements feel really also female. Those King of Pentacles energies also shown up as females. They may have made those elements okay. They may have made those elements feel really uncomfortable, but it's only because they were acting really erratic because of drugs. They're only because they were acting really erratically because of drugs and weed and Molly and Coke that you didn't know that they were on in a workplace and things that I keep getting asked to leave, but they were asked to leave. Every time I hit workplace, they were asked to leave. And you didn't know that? You knew that, you didn't know that. That's why I said not being from the beginning. That's why I said not being invited to Aquarian, not being invited to something that the Aquarian energy has going on because you outside of work, limit your interaction with them. Outside of work, you may limit your interaction with them. You may limit your interaction with a Virgo male. You do or you do not, or a Capricorn male, or those. There's also female energy finding out they do drugs. There are also female energies that somehow you're finding out that they do drugs, but they themselves didn't know that they were on drugs. But they themselves don't know, or they themselves don't know that they've been taking drugs, but with the Aquarian. So when I said that they don't realize that they've been doing that, but at least weed. Like somebody may not realize that they were given lace weed by someone. Like someone doesn't realize that they were. You know, if you smoke weed, Aquarius, if you smoke weed, don't take anything from an Aquarian, or be careful smoking with an Aquarian. If you cigarettes, people could unravel cigarettes, or not unravel. That sounds weird to say. People could find those weed rolling papers that they're designed to look like cigarettes. That could be careful of someone that you're in the workplace. Be careful of people doing those kind of things. Be careful of people doing those, or it's an external King of Pentacles that shouldn't hang out with an Aquarian. It's an external King of Pentacles that shouldn't interact or hang out with an Aquarian lace weed, because they're going to try to give them lace weed, or vice versa. or it's you, or whatever it is, or something just going on with those elements and being drug tested, but they're each other's fault. It's their fault that all of them that they're getting drug tested there. You know. What you're waiting on is the judgment card. What I said. So the judgment card is what you said, what you saw, but what you want to tell boss also. So the judgment is what you want to tell a boss also that you saw. The Ace of Pentacles. The ace is an ace. So this could be something that's literally happening to with new coworkers. This could be something that's literally happening to you with new coworkers, like new ones. Like it's an ace. So you just got hired and shit is already happening. You just got hired somewhere and craziness is already happening. Like craziness is already happening. The ace is just the ace. If this isn't a new job necessarily, the ace could just be like a new. You could be at the same job for years, but they just up your position. They just up your position, but they could have upped your position to have you work on the floor with druggies. Somebody could have upped your position. Okay, somebody could have upped your position, but you're getting that promotion. But the people that are working alongside you that were also promoted do drugs. That work alongside you and that in this chain of command, in this hierarchy, with you getting promoted and you're getting paid more. But you're interacting heavy drugs. You're interacting with or potentially interacting with people that they do heavy drugs. Why were they able to keep their job? So you don't understand why someone is able to how or why someone is able to keep their job. But that's what I'm talking about. So the judgment that's what you're talking about with the Aquarian. That's what you're talking about with about an external King of Pentacles energy, but that's what that could be something that they try to say about you, but it's not true. So that could be something that they're trying to say about you, but it's not true. Like that could be something that those elements are trying to say about you, but it's not true. But I keep getting both male and female. The King of Pentacles energy, they're both male and female. They're both male and that do drugs. They're both male and female, however many of them. They're both male and female energies that they do drugs. And the heavy didn't know. The heavy feeling is that you didn't know new coworkers that you have. You didn't know that they did that. But at the same time, the judgment energy is they themselves don't know that. They themselves don't even know that. I keep getting because of lace weed. They themselves don't know that because they smoke lace weed. But somehow got the secretive information on that. Somehow you may have gotten secretive information on that from another coworker that doesn't smoke, from another coworker that doesn't smoke, from a boss, right? A secretive camera. So when I said another coworker that doesn't smoke, a boss, it also has something to do with a secretive camera. Like a secretive camera could have been hooked up on the street. A secretive camera could have been hooked up on the street by your job. Or by a restaurant where coworkers were hanging out. A secretive camera or surveillance camera was hooked up outside where somebody frequents. A secretive camera was hooked up outside of a place or a restaurant or a lounge or a club where somebody frequents. Is that some place that you frequent? With Aquarium, it could be a place that you frequent with an Aquarium, or it could be happening to the Aquarium. They're being watched. It could be happening to the Aquarium, but they're being watched. But it has something to do caught with drugs. It has something to do with the fact that they were caught with drugs, or something's going on where you work with that element in addition to external King of Pentacles energy. They were doing something together. So those elements were doing something together outside or inside of a place that they frequent and caught a surveillance video. So somebody caught a surveillance video of those elements smoking or doing drugs and coke and things of that nature. But I'm embarrassed. So the Ace of Pentacles with the Judgment card is I'm embarrassed. You could be embarrassed for just knowing that. You know, you could be embarrassed for this. You yourself may not have been there, but only once. When I said you yourself may not have been in that kind of situation only once. Or somebody may be trying to get you. Somebody may be trying to get you to be invited to something like that only once. You're trying to make a promise to yourself. Only once am I hang out with them. Only one time am I going to hang out with them, because or even hang out with them at all. But I keep getting a surveillance video because it has something to do heavily with a surveillance video potentially being on you and those elements, potentially being on those elements without you there. But if you are there, you can spot a surveillance video. If you are there, you can still spot a surveillance video. That's why the judgment energy is there with the Ace of Pentacles. If you even know, or if you if you even have knowledge of a surveillance video being somewhere, period, and pinpointing where it is, could be by a flower pot, could be under a flower pot, could be on like those fake flowers and things of that nature, that somebody put one in there. So, but is it fake flowers and things? Somebody could put like little cameras in those things, flower pots and vines. They could stick little cameras there, but they're very small. Somebody's sticking little cameras there. They're very small. They are very small. But at least you would know where to look if you hang out with coworkers. At least you would know where to look if you hang out with coworkers. At least you would know where to look. It doesn't even have to be flowers and things of that nature, and drugs and weed and things of that nature. The Ace of Pentacles with the Judgment card, leaving job. The Ace of Pentacles is that you may just be, I keep getting drugs. You may just be leaving your job, but it has something to do with drugs. Or it has something to do with someone that was caught with drugs in your job, or or it has something to do with someone in your job, the place that they were caught at with the drugs and something there, but I wasn't there. Every time I said it, I wasn't there. You could be trying to defend your placement to a boss. Telling your boss, I keep getting, it's a surveillance videos fall into the reason into why someone is catching you. It's a surveillance videos fall into the Aquarius. It's a surveillance videos fall into the reason why an Aquarian lost their job, into why they had to leave a home. I also was getting home environment. That's where they worked. When I said home environment, that's where they worked. They worked in their home. The Aquarian, or it's an external King of Pentacles, works in their home. They work in their home. Or you yourself could work. I also go in. You may work in your home and you also go in, But the working from the home could be a form of protection, but a boss sees. Working from home is a form of protection for you, but that's what judgment energy. That's what a boss observes that you're trying to do. That can be what a boss observes that you're trying to do. Or it's just a regular home environment, and that kind of stuff could be happening to an Aquarian energy, and somebody being asked to leave, and someone having to look for a new job, a new home, caught with drugs because they were caught with drugs, doing drugs, or they were doing drugs in the they were doing drugs in the home and acting erratically with other people in the home. It caused something there, caused a problem. And that could be why external King of Pentacles energy not somewhere. That's why they're not somewhere. Both male and female elements there. Or why the Aquarian energy isn't somewhere. Wow. But if it's not anything going on with drugs and things of that nature, I keep getting a surveillance video. It has something to do with a surveillance video or something that you were caught doing with those elements, or on surveillance. I did a conversation. So it could have something to do with a conversation that got caught on surveillance video. But I didn't say that. So when I said that, I didn't say that. I didn't say that about our boss. I didn't say that about this other coworker. I didn't say that, but didn't know Cameron was there. So when I said that, be careful of. I was getting outside. Be careful of having really interesting conversations directly outside of a workplace. Be careful of having a really cryptic conversation outside of a supermarket, outside in a parking lot. Be careful because it picks up sound. So those cameras they're lodged in places that they can pick up sound wherever you are. So be careful of cryptic conversation. Be careful of a cryptic conversation that you're trying to have about coworkers and housemates and things of that nature. Be careful of those conversations. You may be thinking someone is on drugs, but they're not. And they're not. And you're just having those conversations in front of house. You're just having those kind of conversations in front of a house. But there's a camera, a secretive camera that you know is there, or you don't know, but didn't know it was on. So when I said a secretive camera in front of a house, you know is there, but you know it's there, but you don't know that it's on. Like you could turn the volume, you could lower down the volume, raise the volume so it picks up sound. Turn down the volume, raise the volume so that it picks up sound. So be careful of having those in front of a convenience store. Be careful also of having any kind of damn store. The spirit emphasized convenience store. So be careful of having those kind of conversations smoking, whatever it is you're doing. Or those elements needed Aquarius, those external King of Pentacles and females. They need to be careful of having those kind of conversations in front of a convenience store, supermarket, whatever it is. You could be observing a coworker doing a drug deal right in front of the job. You could be observing a coworker doing a drug deal right in front of the job, and something crazy is going on there. That's why the judgment energy. You could be the one that's facing the coworker. You could be the one that's facing the judgment, or as a coworker, you're on the outside looking in that they are, or as a housemate. Is a housemate. The Ace of Pentacles could be a housemate that you have a housemate that you have may have to look for a new job, but it's because caught a surveillance video. It's because they were caught on, but somebody like a boss or whoever. Somebody may not be telling that element that. Somebody may not be telling you that. Conversation, or it's either conversation or it's something going on with drugs and smoking. But it either has something to do. It could have something to do with. It has something to do with. It has something to do secretively with cameras. This could be a situation as well where you have a coworker that is like they. You have a coworker that they look like they don't do anything and things that, but they may look like they don't do anything and things of that nature, but something is going on. But finding out the reason into why they lost a job, that they could be finding out the reason into why they lost a job. This could be a situation. Somebody may not even have been drinking or smoking near the job that you had with them. But they were out somewhere else doing something crazy. They were out somewhere else farther away just doing something crazy. And whatever they were doing that somebody deemed to be crazy, it got caught on surveillance video, got relayed back to a boss, got relayed back to the workplace, even if they weren't near the workplace. But why were they stalking? So when I said even if they weren't even near the workplace, why were they stalking me? Why are they stalking the external king and queen of pentacles energy there? The Taurus, the Capricorn energies. Why were they even caught them on surveillance video? They caught those elements on surveillance video. But why judgment energy? Why were they even stalking them? Why were they ask somebody to do something? Why was someone asked to even do something? Go follow, go watch to see what they do on the weekends. Where they go on the weekend? That could have been something that you were asked to do, or somebody could be doing that to you, or somebody could have done that to the Aquarian, but it was to get them out of a job. So somebody doing that to the Aquarian, that happened to the Aquarian just to get them out of a job. Or temporarily out of a job, take vacations, get them out of a job because something is going on with their behavior and drugs. Something's going on with their behavior and drugs that you didn't know they were on. But the only reason why you're finding out that they're on that surveillance video, the only reason why you're finding out that they're on them is because of a surveillance video. Wow. Or they were just caught having a really interesting about somebody else. They were just caught having a really weird conversation about somebody, or something they did to someone. And they skedaddled. Something they did to someone, and they skedaddled. Something they did to someone. You could have. That's why I said I wasn't there. You could have had a conversation with an Aquarian about something that they're sharing with you that they did, in the wrong area, and that conversation being picked up. That conversation is being picked up. Or it's an external Taurus, or it's an external Capricorn or Virgo male that you're talking to about an Aquarian. It's them you're talking to about an Aquarian. Or the Aquarian is talking to an external king of pentacles about something that they did, and you could have been the one that heard that conversation and relayed that back to a boss, or relayed that back to another housemate. And that could be why Aquarian acts to leave. That could be why an Aquarian energy acts to leave, or just left temporarily on their own. But not sure if they're going to come back. So when I say that, you yourself may not be sure if they're going to come back, or a boss isn't. Just depends on what's going on. Queen of Swords energy is in the present. This energy could be your love partner. They could be a friend. They could be another coworker that saw. This energy could be another coworker that they saw something, but she's a Libra. So this energy is a Libra. Could be a Gemini female, whatever air sign that's a female. This energy is shown. Spirit is saying Libra. The judgment energy I also observe to be, the judgment energy kind of goes hand in hand with Libra, justice and Libra energy there. But I want to leave. So when I said that there's a I want to leave, you may want to leave a Libra, but secretively dealing with coworker. So when I said that they're secretively, if they're not a coworker, they're secretively dealing with your coworker, like your coworker. They secretively like your coworker, and your coworker could be the external Capricorn male or female or Virgo energy, external Virgo element there. You know what this feels like? The judgment energy here is that if this energy, they're a friend. If this energy, if the Queen of Swords energy isn't a co-worker, they're just a friend they could be a friend that you invited to your job by orientation. So they could be a friend that you're inviting. They could be a friend that you're inviting to your new job. Like they could be a friend that you're inviting to your new job, but don't know they know someone. So inviting this element to your new job, you don't know that they know someone that you're potentially going to end up working with. I was getting Aquarius, so it could be an Aquarian energy that's a female, but already work with them. You already work with them, but something is going on. But I was feeling a heavy male energy with the Aquarian. They do the drugs. The heavy male Aquarian energy does the drugs, or something's going on with an Aquarian, and it could be an Aquarian female, more so Libra. So not only an Aquarian female, it could be a Libra like element. But something's going on with a new job that you're getting, knows coworker. Something's going on with a new job that you're getting. They know your coworker. That could be where the judgment is coming from. Oh, I see what's going on here. This could be a situation here as well where this element wants them to be an X. You want this element to be an X. Like you want, I was getting leave them. You may want to leave them and something, oh, I see what's going on here. If you're a dude, yeah. Or you could be a friend. It could be ex-friends and things. Whether you're male or female, whatever. But you could have been talking to, okay, this is crazy. You could have been talking to a new coworker about this person that if you don't work with them already, they're my partner. You don't work with them, they're just your like love partner or they're your friend or something. But something's going on with you getting a new job. And that new job, somebody in your new job, they used to go to school together, or someone in your new job knows them, but you don't know that. That's why the judgment, and you don't know, you're gonna find out. You don't know that, but you're going to find out. But something's going on where you're starting your new job, and you're talking. You may be talking about this person if they're not in your job. You could be talking about this person to a coworker. You could be talking about this person to a coworker, and someone's going on fear with that. So something is going on with fear, but the fear is coming from the fact that you don't know that your coworker already knows your love partner. They know your fresh new coworker knows your wife, knows your girlfriend, knows your sister, knows your whatever. They constantly talk. So when I ran through those examples, they constantly talk. That's why the judgment energy is there. So this could be a situation here, but this element could be your girlfriend, whether you're a man or a woman, girlfriend, like girl that you hang out with, whatever, girlfriend, like love, girlfriend, partner, love partner. You have this element, but you're starting a new job. You're talking to a new coworker about your love partner, and you don't know that they know each other. They had to run in together. So a new business partner that you have, new coworker, they ended up having a run in with your best friend that doesn't work with you. Your best friend that doesn't work with you, your lover that you have that you want to leave, your lover that you have that you want to leave, your lover, your friend, whatever. It could be a girlfriend, like a friend if you're a female. It's a girlfriend that you have that you don't like anymore. A girlfriend that you have that you don't like anymore. You're starting your new job. Someone in your new went to school with them. Someone in your new job went to potentially you're gonna find out that someone in your new job works with this used to work with them, or they went to school with them, and you're sharing with your new coworker, I want to leave her, and they devious, they potentially are going to try to relay that information back to this person by crying. So when I said that, someone's on with crying with this person. But it's only because the reason for that is a part of it isn't necessarily your fault. You just didn't know. You just didn't know that your coworker knew your friend like that. You just didn't know that your coworker was tied to your sister. You could have been saying something really crazy about your sister, or your friend, or your cousin, whatever it is. But you don't know that your coworker follows your cousin online, or your coworker is friends with your cousin as well, or your coworker went to school with friend. Your coworker went to school with your friend, and you don't know that. And they're relaying things. They're relaying things back to each other. They're relaying things back. I'm sorry. So relaying things back to each other, things of that nature. Yeah, someone's going with deep shit also. So someone's going with deep shit. You feel like you're in deep because of something that you said. That's why the judgment energy is there. You feel like you're in deep shit because of something that you said. Something that you said about your love partner was relayed to them. Something really interesting was relayed to your love partner. Someone was relayed to your love partner that's a Libra. Someone was relayed to them, but it's embarrassing. So when I say something was relayed to them, it's embarrassing. Like someone's really embarrassing about that. Someone's really embarrassing about that. You're tied to this person for love, and it's their friends. But being tied to this person for love, it's their friends that did something. It's their friends that did something. Their own friends, work with you. Their friends work with you, and something there for some reason you don't know, because this could be a situation here where if this energy is like a love partner or something, their friends working with you. One perfect reason into why you may not know that is it could be a store setting. It could be a big store setting. It could be a big office setting, and it could be a big store or office setting where their friends work 8th floor, where somebody's friends work on the 8th floor. Jeez, somebody's friends, your lover's partner, your friends, your friends, your friend. Their friends that you don't know that you work with, their friends work on the 8th floor. But stop relaying. So when I say that, there's a stop relaying. Like stop relaying. Like it could be something that you keep doing. It could be something that you keep doing to this person. But the relaying is starting to get upset. The relaying is starting to make this element really upset for some reason. So they could be a family member, a friend. They could be a family member, a friend, their friends or colleagues. Their friends and their colleagues, they work on a different floor than you. Or this could be a situation here where this energy, if they're a love partner as well, their colleagues or their friends, they could also work for a corporation that you work for, but they work on a different floor, a different avenue. They work on a different floor, but it has something to do with a different avenue. It has something to do with their friends or their colleagues work on a different avenue, but the same corporation, the same organization. I didn't know that. So when I said it, I didn't know that. And you're talking about people, but you're talking about people really blatantly. And it's potentially, and boss also, potentially embarrassing to your boss. That's why I said partner. It could be any kind of partner. It's something that is potentially embarrassing. There's a lot of scenarios here. Something that's potentially embarrassing to a boss. You could have said something really interesting to your boss. Or not to your boss. You could have said something really interesting about your boss, but your boss's friend works with you. Your boss's friend's friend works with you, or they work on a different floor and you don't know that. Or your boss's brother, your boss's sister knows your boss's sibling knows one of your friends. Something deep like that. Just an example. Something really interconnected like that. But it's weird. When I said something really interconnected like that, it's weird that interconnection even exists. That's why the judgment energy is there. But how to get out of that situation. So how to get out of those interconnections there. But it's not possible. So it's not possible, especially if you live in a tight place, small world place like NYC. NYC is big, but people freaking know each other somehow all the time. Or it's like a small town situation where people work at the same branches. People work at the same branches, like this. What do you call it? Like a Target or like what's another branch store, like a Burlington or a fast food restaurant, and just examples where people have these ties here. But stop talking about. But the spirit agreeing with those examples. Stop talking about this person. Stop talking about them in an extreme way. You could still talk about them, but not extreme. You can still talk about them, but just be careful who you talk about them to, or how extreme you decide to talk about this person. This depends on what's going on there. You know, the smoking and the drinking, the smoke. I keep being Aquarius. The smoking and the drinking is coming from an Aquarian. It could be an Aquarian female. It could be an Aquarian energy that's a female, or Libra. Could also be Gemini energies as well, but she does that. Gemini energies as well, she does that. The smoking and the drinking and things of that nature. Could have been talking about a Gemini female in that way, or they themselves could have been talking, but don't know who they're tied to. They themselves could have been talking about you in this way, but you don't know who they're tied to. That's why the judgment is there. Whoever they're tied to interfering with you. Whoever they're tied to is interfering with you for some reason. But you could be talking to them. You could be talking to them about somebody else. But you don't know that who you're talking about to them knows them, or knows someone that's tied to that person that you're talking about with them. It depends on what's going on. Jeez. The future has the materialism card, sign of Capricorn. Okay. Your instincts has the Three of Wands energy there. So collaborations, but I'm going to have to work with. So the collaboration energy is coming from the Queen of Swords. You're going to have to work with them. Or an external King of Pentacles already works with them. An external King of Pentacles energy already works with this element, or one of these elements here. But I get Gemini female. So an external King of Pentacles already works with a Gemini female, or a Libra female. Already works with these Queen of Swords energies that are females. But all three of them smoke when I said that. So when I said that, all three of them smoke. The Three of Wands energy here. You may work with all three of them, or just two of them, or just one of them. All three of them smoke on some level. And it could have been them. It could have been them that was caught with. It could have been them that was caught with an Aquarian male. It could have been them that was caught with an external King of Pentacles energy that's a male. Surveillance videos and tapes I shouldn't have been talking about. Surveillance videos and tapes you shouldn't have been talking about. You shouldn't have been talking about with the Three of Wands and the instincts. But am I going to have to work with fire signs? So the Three of Wands and the instincts, am I going to have to work with the fire signs? Oh, I see what's going on here. This could be a situation. This is really, I can feel the heaviness. This could be a situation here where something that work with them. You may work with fire sign energies also, but said something about this person. So either the fire sign energy said something about a Queen of Swords. The fire sign energies could have said cryptic. The fire sign energies could have said something really cryptic about a Queen of Swords energy, but that's my partner. So you could be defending the Queen of Swords, telling the fire sign energies, that's my partner. Don't talk. That's why I said stop relaying from the beginning. That's my partner. Don't talk about my friend. Don't talk about my lover. Don't talk about my boss in that way. You could have been trying. I get fake also. You could have been fake defending someone. Was somebody fake defending you? or something is a gesture. Something may be fake about a gesture, but something's going on with having to work with. I'm gonna have to work with them. Something's going on with working with the fire signs, but I'm just gonna have to work with them. But something isn't real. So something isn't real collaboration. Something isn't real or genuine about collaborating with the fire sign energies. Something isn't real about it for some reason, and something there you may have said. So something that you said about working with the fire sign, you relayed to this person. Something that you said about working with the fire signs, you may have relayed to a Queen of Swords, but knows them. So something that you said about working with the fire sign energies, living with the fire, being with, working with, whatever. But the fire sign energies, the Queen of Swords energy, you shared that you shouldn't have. You shared some type of thought or feeling that you have about the fire signs to the Queen of Swords, or vice versa. But they're embarrassed. So when I said vice versa, they're embarrassed. Like someone's going on, but they're embarrassed. You're like, I'm gonna have to work with her now. Partners left. I'm gonna have to work with the Queen of Swords energy now. Their partner left them. Like their partner left. Like what's a good example? Their business partner couldn't take them. Their business partner left them. Their business partner couldn't take them. The Three of Wands, their business partner. The Three of Wands energy is the Queen of Swords energy, is a Libra's business partner, is a Gemini, whatever, Queen of Swords, all of them, is on whatever level you're dealing with them on. their business partners left their business partner, which is the fire sign energies, left them, or you're thinking that you're gonna have to work with the fire. You're thinking that you're gonna have to settle with the fire sign energy because the Queen of Swords could have left the fire sign energies. The Queen of Swords energy could have left them. And you're like, damn, I'm stuck with them. I'm stuck with this. I'm stuck with these fire sign energies here. But Sag doesn't like. So when I say that, the Sag may not like a Queen of Swords anymore, or they don't like them, period. The Sag doesn't like them. The Aries may like them. Aries element may like them. For whatever reason, the Aries element may like Aquarian female, Gemini female, whatever. These fire sign energies like these Queen of Swords energies, but I don't anymore, or I don't. And that could be something that you're trying to tell the fire signs. Or you're tied to the Queen of Swords, complain about fire signs. You're tied to the Queen of Swords energies, energies. And you're complaining to them, you're telling them, I don't want to work with the fire sign energies. You know, and the relaying from earlier on in the reading, something there on either one of their sides here got relayed back to the other. But it's embarrassing. When I said it, it's embarrassing, and it has something to do with a new job, coworkers. It has something to do with coworkers and being in a new job with coworkers and things of that nature that you don't know are tied to each other. And you're leaving. You could be leaving one business partner to go to another. You could be leaving temporarily or permanently, trying to leave her temporarily or permanently leaving this person, but losing mind when I said that. So they could be losing their mind because of that, and you know that, and you're sharing it with their business partners that you don't know are their ex business partners. You're sharing that with their ex business partners that you don't know are their ex business partners, ex lover, whatever. And something there may be something there may be really embarrassing to her. That's why the judgment energy is there. Or you. Somebody can have this kind of conversation about you. You know, the Queen of Swords and the fire sign energies, they talk about you often. They talk about you often. Or work ethic and this, that, and the third, and fakeness. But they're that way. When I say fakeness, they're that way. They act that way with business partners that you share with them. Or they act that way with their own business partners. That's why you're like, damn, I'm gonna have to stay with the fires. If she leaves, I'm gonna have to stay with the fire sign energies alone by myself. You know, you could be trying to act properly. You could be trying to get a Queen of Swords energy to act properly. Gemini female, trying to get them to act properly. 3 of Wands doesn't only have to be fire signs. It's a collaboration that you have with them. It's act properly. It has something to do with them acting properly, acting properly in some type of setting here. And from the beginning, it was not only Aquarian males and drugs. It could be, that's why I said drugs and weed and smoking. It's something that they do interferes with their work. Something that they do is something that you realize that is interfering with their work or their business that they have going on with you. Wow. You know, or the business that they have going on with someone else or somebody's else. And you're like, I'm going to have to take this element's place. But don't say that outwardly. So when I say that, don't say that outwardly. That's why I said wanting to leave them or separate from them. It's someone that you're looking at. So Capricorn is in the future. Someone that you're looking at, they're disgusted by. Someone that you're looking at, they're disgusted by. And the wanting to leave them could be you looking at someone else. Share that with fire signs. The wanting to leave them temporarily or permanently, you share that with a Sag. You share that with an Aries, whatever fire sign. You share that with them, but you don't know that they have a good relationship together. You don't know that these fire sign energies that you're venting to have a good relationship with the Queen of Swords, or they used to work with them, or used to live with them, went to school with them. Whatever the situation is going on there, you know. The accomplishment has the moon sign of Pisces, so it's intuition, job. You're using your intuition about the people know each other very closely. People know each other very, very tight in a very tight knit kind of way here in some type of job environment. You know, a business deal environment where people went to school together. A business deal environment or a law office environment where people went to school together here. You know that, or you don't know that? The Spirit emphasized where people went to school together. That could be something that you know. That could be something that you could already go to school with this person, but she's annoying. You could already go to school with this person, but you're like, she's annoying. Or you could have went to school. That's how we met. Going to school, this person met them in school. That's how you met this energy. But the moon card right next to the Ace of Pentacles, there something's going on where being really tight with this person is too much. Being really tight with a Queen of Swords, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much to the point where their friends work with you, and you don't know that. Or their friends, their ex coworkers work at your new job. This is an example. Their ex coworkers work at your new job, and you don't know that. Or people or their own friends work on another floor from the same job that you have. But are they stalking me? So when I said that, did my friend hook up her friend to be hired at the same job as me? But someone was done on purpose when I said that. So when I say your friend or your partner or whatever, your sibling, whatever Queen of Swords energy is, your lover of some kind, friend, whatever, you think that they hooked up their friend, apply to the same job. You think that they hooked up their friends to apply to the same job as the same job that you work in. You think they hooked up their friends to do that to you? You think if they could be a friend, they could be a friend that hooked up another friend, that hooked up a friend that you don't know that they have to work at the same job as you, to watch you. They did that to watch you. So if you don't know that friend that they hooked up to be hired at the same job that you work at, it's an external friend that they have that they asked to apply to the same, because somebody knew they were going to get hired somewhere. It could be like a once on spot hire, that somebody hooked up their friend or their friend's friend to watch you at a job that you're in. I'm annoyed. So when I ran through those examples, you're like, damn, I'm annoyed by that. With the moon right next to the Ace of Pentacles. Something's going on also with a Pisces in a workplace, but she can help. So a Pisces female may be able to help dismantle or help you feel foolishness, dismantle some kind of foolishness that you're finding out here. You know what I mean? Or they help you see. I'm looking at the man, looking at the moon, like help you see something. She's toxic. The Pisces is trying to help you see that the Queen of Swords energy is toxic. Libra, toxic. Gemini, toxic. But they stalk me. So when I said Libra female, Gemini female, whatever air sign female, they stalk me. They use their intuition that they're stalking me with their friends. Use their intuition that this Queen of Swords energy, your partner, your lover, your friend, hooked up. They hooked up people to stalk me at my damn job. They hooked up people to stop me outside of my job. That's what I said earlier on the reading, being caught outside with drinking, smoking weed, and whatever it is, drugs outside of a job, conversations happening outside of the home, outside of a job. But she saw that. So when I said that, she saw that. She saw that. She saw that. You're clocking you. You're aware that the Queen of Swords energy is clocking you. She's clocking you, like clocking you and clocking your moves on her own, or setting up, going so deep to the point, setting up a friend that you never met to watch you at your job, watch you outside of your job. Who is he or she talking to when we're not together? But they're obsessed. So when I said that the Queen of Swords energy is obsessed, are you doing this to this person? Are you doing this to this person? Are you doing this to a Libra? Thinks so. So a Libra may think that you're doing that to them. A Libra may think that you're doing that to them, or a Gemini all the time. That could be something that you do with a Gemini energy all the time. Trying to hook up people to watch to see what they do. When you're not home, when you're not at work, things of that nature, whatever setting is here. When you're not in class, set up someone to watch and stalk a Gemini. But she has my things. So Gemini energy may have your things. For whatever reason, a Gemini energy has your stuff. Or a Libra. They did that to you. You did that to them. I feel like they could have done that to you, but they're insecure. When I said them doing that to you, they're insecure. A boss. That's why I said it. They could be a boss. A boss, their colleague. A boss hooked up their colleague that you've never seen before to watch you outside of the workplace. To watch you go to the bathroom, to watch who you're talking, what kind of conversation you're having on your cell phone outside of the workplace, down the street by a restaurant that's a couple of blocks away from the workplace. Why are they doing that? So the intuition card, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? with a judge, and them you finding out that they're doing that is the reason into why you're into the reason to why the judgment card is here, because you could be talking about that, but you talking about that is the reason. You talking about that is the fact that you don't know the person that they hooked, or people that they hooked up to do that. You don't know those people, but oh, I see what's going on. You know what this feels like. You know, this is crazy. You know, this feels like for example, you work some. I'll just go this at them like a boss for 1 second. You work somewhere, okay? You work somewhere, right? But you could be outside. You could be directly outside the workplace having a conversation about boss. You could be directly outside the workplace having a conversation about your boss with someone else. But someone's going on where I'll just give an example. Someone's going on where a car is pulling up. A car is pulling up in front of the workplace. Somebody steps out of it. Maybe, they may stand there. Somebody, two or one person, they step out of the car. They're just an example. They're standing there. They're just standing there for a couple. Knows your boss. They're just standing there for a couple of minutes, and they're trying to act like they're taking out a tire out the trunk. They're trying to act like they have no affiliation to your job, but they really do, because they know your boss. And they're lingering across the street. They're lingering across the street, and they're standing there, and they're listening. They're listening to a conversation that you're having about your boss. You go back inside. You go back inside, and you may peep out, or another coworker peeps out and sees that those people are still there and they're on the phone with your boss. Those people are still there and they're on the phone with your boss, but you didn't know that they were affiliated to your boss. You didn't know that, and you're talking about your boss outside, or in the wrong setting, or about your woman. This energy could be your woman, about your friend, and they could have set up there. Another example. You could be outside talking about girlfriend. You could be outside talking about your girlfriend, and you with someone, or on the phone. however you want to look at talking about them bad, talking about them good, but hooked up someone. When I said talking about them bad, talking about them good, you hooked up someone. You yourself, or you hooked up. They could have hooked. That's why I said they hooked up someone. Yes, they hooked up someone. They hooked up. You could be sitting outside on the step. They hooked their friends. They hooked up their friends. You've never seen this particular friend, and that friend is driving by Maserati, whatever. Their friend is driving by in an SUV in a black van, and they're getting out trying to act like they don't. They're getting out trying to act like they're going into the house across the street or something, but they were really hooked up to watch and stalk a conversation that you're having, and your girlfriend or your friend or your boss. They're asking that person that they hooked up, that you've never seen, that you don't know, that they're tied to them. They're asking them, relay what he or she said about me. Relay what he or she said about me there. Someone's really tricky. So when I said someone's really tricky, this is like it's so deep to the point where it's so tricky and deep to the point where being stalked. It's so deep and tricky to the point where you don't even know that your own love partner, your own boss set up someone to stalk you in that kind of way. But it has something to do with them protecting their integrity, protecting they're insecure. So they want to know that someone's insecure at the same time. So they constantly want to know how people feel about them. They constantly want to know how people feel about them. They could be another family member that is doing that with. They could be a family member that's doing that with their friends. And that if they're a family member, they're hooking up friends that you've never seen that to do that to you. Woo. The spiritual self has the Ten of Swords. What I said. That's what I said from the beginning. The Ten of Swords and the spiritual self. What I said. What I did about a Libra. About Gemini. Ten of Swords and the spiritual self right next to the Judgment card. I don't really need to explain it much, because I keep getting relaying. That has something to do with relaying, like heavy relaying that keeps happening here. Heavy relaying kind of stuff. Heavy relaying with the Ten of Swords right next to the Judgment card. Heavy relaying. Heavy relaying they were doing. Heavy relaying they were doing. Heavy relaying that you did. Like it on the phone. Heavy relaying that you were doing on the phone. On the phone. Your mentality has the Seven of Pentacles energy there. So, but I'm still making money. So the Seven of Pentacles, you're still making money with their business partners. You're still making money with the Queen of Swords energy's business partner. You're still making money with them, but very big workplace. So when I said that, something's going on here, but you work it could be small, you work in a very big workplace. The spirit emphasizing a very big, doesn't understand why something is happening the way it is. You work in a very big workplace, but the spirit is emphasizing that because you don't understand why something relaying. You don't understand why something is being heavily relayed in a big workplace where everybody may know each other. Yes. I mean, everybody, but it's the spirit emphasized big, which what the spirit emphasized is a big workplace. But the spirit, because the spirit emphasizing it is because your subconscious mind doesn't understand how people are so interconnected in such a big workplace. If it's a big workplace, how do people even have the time to go down 8 or 7 floors to go talk and relay things to somebody? Somebody has time on their hands. So when I said that somebody has time on their hands to do all that, but the workplace, that spirit emphasized the workplace is big. How is this even happening? How is this evil? I almost said evil. How is this evil happening? How is that happening like that? How is that happening like that? How is that happening? You don't understand. How does somebody even know? How does somebody even know that you're talking about the boss? The boss, like the spirit emphasized the boss. That could be your woman that you call her the boss. If you're a dude, this energy could be your woman. You call her the boss. This energy is your friend. You deem them to be boss-like. It's air sign female. You deem them to be boss-like. Because the spirit emphasizes, because they're controlling something here. The spirit they control something here. They control something so deep to the point where you don't even realize that they're controlling it on however level they're controlling it here. But it's odd. So when I say that, it's odd. It's odd. It's odd. Big workplace. How does somebody even know what floor you're on? So I was getting surveillance cameras and things of that nature. That could be how somebody's able to know what floor you're on, talking about somebody. But how does somebody have time to do that? How does someone have time to do that? Wow. But you're like, I'm still making money. You're still making money, but I ain't with them. You're still making money with them. Could be earth sign energy. You are earth sign. You're still making money with Queen of Swords, but if she would stop doing something, still making money with Queen of Swords, but as something if she would stop doing something. If only she would stop doing something, maybe we can make more money together. It depends on what's going on. The Nine of Cups is in the, do they want you to stop doing something? It just depends on what's going on. The Nine of Cups is in the changing position, and it could have something to do with Pisces elements. It can have something to do, but she's helpful. Pisces is helpful, giving you insight on a business partner, giving you insight on a lover, a cousin, another family member. This could be family. This could be the way family is moving with each other. Family members could be moving this way with each other. It could be, like I said, big workplace. It could be a big family. Don't understand how something being relayed. It could be a big family. And you don't understand how something is being relayed so easily. But it could be because of a Pisces or something that a Pisces got. It could be something to do with a Pisces job, or someone that works with a Pisces, or the Queen of Swords energy, or someone that does work with your partner knows Pisces. Someone that does work with your partner, or the Queen of Swords energy. There could be a business partner that works. There could be a coworker that works with a Pisces that is your partner. Either one of these elements could be a partner. Well, with the Nine of Cups energy, what did she say? The Nine of Cups energy, what did she say? I wasn't she, with Pisces. It could be a Pisces male. What did she say? What Queen of she? Only she that's shown up here. What did the Queen of Swords energy say? What did she say? Or what did someone that she's tied to say? It just depends on what's going on. That's why it's the Nine of Cups. Pisces giving you the information. Nine of Cups is here. The Pisces is trying to give you that information. The Pisces is trying to give you that information there. You yourself could have hooked up a Pisces to figure out why this person is doing something. You yourself could hook up a Pisces to figure out why the Queen of Swords energy is doing what they're doing. That's why the Nine of Cups is in the changing position. The resolution has the Nine of Swords going towards the materialism, which is the sign of Capricorn. But thinking about them. So the Nine of Swords going towards Capricorn, you're thinking about them. The Seven of Pentacles in the mentality with the Three want to work with them. The Seven of Pentacles in the Three of Wands, you want to make money with them. You want to work with them. But the Nine of Swords going towards them, don't know how to get them back. The Nine of Swords going towards them, you don't know how to get them back. You don't know how to prefer them. You don't know how to get them back, but you prefer them. You prefer them over the, that's what she heard. When I said that, that's what this element heard. You prefer to be with Capricorn, sleep with. You prefer to sleep with this person, be with them, hang out with them. You prefer to be with them over another family member. That could have been something you said. That could have been something that a Libra heard. That could have been something that a Libra female heard, that you want to next to. You want to be next to a Capricorn. You want to be with Capricorn. You want to sleep with whatever family environment. You want to visit. These elements could be two family members that did live in very far apart parts of the country, very different parts of the state. And you prefer to see. You prefer to see the Capricorn. You prefer to see them, and another family annoyed. Another family member is annoyed. Another family member is annoyed by that, Another coworker is annoyed, Your love partner deceived. Your love partner may have deceived you in some way, or your love partner. You could have been on the phone, hookups and things of that nature. You could have been talking about Capricorn. You could have been on the phone talking about a Capricorn, and your love partner hooked up someone to watch that conversation happen. And whoever they hooked up to watch that conversation happen, they relayed back to your lover. He said he wanted to be with the Capricorn. He said he wanted to be with him or her. Wow. In love, in family, workplace, business deals, or you were just talking about somebody. It depends on what's going on. Libra female, Gemini female, Aquarian female feel deceived. These air sign females feel deceived. But it's because you want to be with a Capricorn, but she's better. Someone is better about the Capricorn, Someone is better about them. Better personality. Right? Intellect. Better personality. Someone's going with their intellect also. They may be more intellectual than the Queen of Swords on some type of level. And that could be what was relayed to this person. But they're embarrassed. They're embarrassed by that. They're embarrassed. They're embarrassed. So from the beginning, with the drugs, that's the men. From the beginning, that was the male energies that were. But why doesn't the boss pay attention to them? So the men having all those kind of issues from the beginning. Why doesn't if it's a boss situation, why doesn't the boss pay attention to them? Why doesn't another housemate or super pay attention the foolishness that they're doing? Why doesn't another housemate or super or something? Why don't they pay attention to the foolishness that the men are doing? Why don't they pay attention to them? Somebody's focused on you liking, somebody's really hell-bent on you being really focused into liking this person. It depends on what's going on. Or talking about being with them, next to them, sleeping with them. But something is hard. So when I say sleeping with them, something is hard. You could be a dude and you could be experiencing a hard-on or blue balls. You could be experiencing or turned on by this person. And that could be something that your partner, your love partner, your business partner heard. If it's not sex, then it could be a business. Something may be better about this elements of Capricorn Energy's business objective than this person. Someone may be better about their business objective, and you're like, I like her business objective better than hers, but can't understand. When I said that, the Queen of Swords can't understand that. They can't. But why you want to sleep with the Queen of Swords can't understand why you want to sleep with the Capricorn, or someone doesn't understand why you want to stay with or sleep with this, be with this person, or why you're with them. Period. But they're not for you. So when I say why you're with them, period, they're not for you. Are they trying to tell you that a Capricorn is not for you? Whatever, something is not for someone. And it could have something to do with work and business objectives and love and sex and just who somebody is, period. Just who someone, but I don't see. That's why the moon card is there, but I don't see that someone is not for me anymore. I don't see that a Libra doesn't fit me anymore. Someone's going with seeing if someone fits you anymore. Are we a perfect couple? Gemini and Libra, Aquarian females. Do we fit each other anymore? Ten of Swords and the spiritual self. You deem yourself, Capricorn, you deem yourself to be a better fit with destiny. You deem yourself to be a better fit with the Capricorn. but it's destiny that you be with them. You know, it's destiny that you be with them, or you're in love with them, or they're another family member that you prefer to be with. It's destiny. It's destiny that you decide to go down south, then go to Maine to go to visit another family member. It's destiny, and somebody's losing their mind over that. It could be a family situation where it could be a family situation here where you go and visit one. You try to go visit. You're going to go visit one family member, and another hooked up their friends. Another family member hooked up their friends that you don't know live in the same state as the other family member that you're going to go visit. And somebody's going, and you don't know that, and someone there is being relayed. Someone there is being relayed. But this is crazy. So when I said it, this is crazy. This is crazy. Boss feelings, girlfriend, a girlfriend, whether you're male or female, your girlfriend, girl is a friend, or love, girlfriend, partner, acting really interestingly here. But you don't know how they're acting interestingly. Family member, sibling, could be sibling energy here, friend, whatever. All right, let's look for an outcome for Taurus. Two of Wands energy could be help me. Two of Wands could be like help me. The help me is coming from the help that you need from do something mystical. Why is it a help you need from a fire sign? You're trying to get the fire sign energies to help you do something mystically. That's why the Two of Wands energy. Prayer is mystical. You know, incantations to be with somebody. Incantations to be with someone. That could be something that you do on your own. That could be something that you're trying to do on your own. You could be talking, you want somebody back. You want to work with someone again that doesn't work with you anymore. You want them back, doing incantations. So when I said that, you're trying to figure out a way to do an incantation there to get somebody to be working with you. That could be Libra heard. That could be something that Libra heard. Some air sign female, that's something that they heard. That's something that they heard. You know? I feel like the Pisces is trying to get somebody back. I feel like the Pisces, Two of Wands can reside with the Pisces element. I feel like the Pisces is trying to help you get somebody back or get and be in the same environment as someone. But I love her. So Nine of Swords going towards Capricorn. You love them. They're another family member. They're what do you call it? They're ex co-worker. They're a co-worker. Whatever it is that they are, they're another friend. These could be two friends that are acting really. These could be two friends, and or how many other air sign females are acting really oddly because you want to be with the other friend. It depends on what's going on. Workplace. Somebody works on a different floor. You're another coworker that you can't stand. A coworker that you can't stand hooked up someone to watch. They know you can't stand them, so they know that you're somewhere talking about them. So you hooked up another coworker that you don't know that they're friends with to watch you, and you're like, what is he or she saying all the time? Wow, that could be happening to the Capricorn. You know, that could be happening to them. Not really. That's not really happening to them. It could be, yes. It could be, but it's because of me if it is. So if it's happening to them, it's because of you that it is. It's because of you that it's happening to them. You know, you may protect them from that. It just depends on what's going on. You know, you want to be with them. I keep getting love. You love them. That's why the Nine of Swords going towards them. Like but have feelings for you. You have feelings for them. Family member, friend. Or if they're not a family member or a friend, they're just another person that your partner doesn't want you looking at. They're a person that your partner doesn't want you looking at, but you're falling in love. You're falling because of mysticism. You're falling in love with them because of mysticism, or something that you did, or ask Pisces to do. Something that you asked a Pisces to do. Call them. Do something mystically. Pray to be with them. Whatever. Or a fire sign. Because you want to work with someone, live with someone, sleep with someone. Whoever they are to you, along with the Queen of Swords energy. All right? All right, Taurus. Let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.